Hey, and welcome to Baggage Begun, Healing Hearts and Minds podcast. I'm Tami Mahmali, hypnotherapist, energy healer, and a guide for anyone ready to release the mental and emotional baggage that's been holding them back. This podcast is about shifting and transforming from the inside out, whether it's childhood wounds, trauma, limiting beliefs, subconscious patterns, or the quiet voice of intuition you've been ignoring. I'm here to walk beside you, release what no longer serves you, and step into your power. We will explore how to live with more joy, freedom, and inner peace. Each episode dives into personal growth, the power of the subconscious mind, and real stories, tools, and insights to guide you live lighter and love deeper. So take a deep breath and let's begin this journey of transformation and letting go. Welcome to the Baggage Begun, Healing Hearts and Minds podcast. In this podcast episode, we are going to talk about powerful steps to set and achieve your goals. I will begin by sharing a personal story that shaped my journey. For years, I myself struggled to follow through on my goals. I had all these big dreams, vision boards, planners, everything. But more often than not, I found myself procrastinating, losing motivation, and wondering what was wrong with me. I thought something is going on because, of course, I tried endless self-help books, therapy, coaches, but nothing really worked for a long time. After trying for a while and seeing no result, nothing really shifted until I decided to pay close attention to what I was thinking and saying out loud. Then I started changing my words, language, and rewiring everything I said. That decision actually shifted to how I speak to myself and what I believed about myself. And I think this was the turning point. The key was becoming consistent. But I realized that deep down, I didn't truly believe I could achieve my goals. So let me tell you, the best part of all this came when I went to do the hypnosis and energy work to release my mental and emotional baggage and rewire my subconscious mind using the Baggage Begun method that I myself use. That's when everything began to shift. It was easy and effortless, so much that at first I was like, I couldn't believe it was true, but the people who have been trying it will tell you it's nothing short of life-changing and truly transformative. So hear me out. When you see your goals, do you start off feeling strong, hopeful, and excited? But then life happens, something happened, and your motivation drops. Suddenly you find yourself asking, why do I need this? Or what's wrong with me? Why can't I follow through? If that sounds familiar, I want you to know I've been there too. I was always thinking like that. We often forget there is only one person who has the power to keep you stuck today, and that person is you. We need to think differently. What if by tapping into your own energy, creativity, and will, you have the power to create the best possible life for yourself? Today we are going to explore what's really going on beneath the surface. Because so often the issue is deeper than we realize. It's not that we are not trying hard enough, or that we are lazy, or that we are not smart. It's the difference between the goals we consciously setting and what we truly believe that possible at a conscious level. Our energy and subconscious programming are the true driver behind our consistency, motivation, and long-term success. But before we dive into tools and strategies, let's start with the most important question. When you set your goals, what's the purpose behind them? Do you know? Because too often we forget that the real purpose of setting goals is growth. And growth takes more than just a plan, vision board. It requires new habits, new ways of thinking, and often new self-image. If a goal doesn't resonate with our deeper truth, no matter how much we wanted or talented or smart or how hard we try, we won't stick with it. Not because we are lazy, but because there is an internal conflict in our subconscious mind telling us a different story that we don't believe it's possible for us. The truth is, we can't achieve a goal we haven't first believed is possible or created in our subconscious mind. And that's exactly what we are talking about in today's episode. Segment 1. Why we don't follow through on our goals. What if the reason we have not followed through on our goals is not really our fault? What if the problem is not a lack of effort, but the goal itself was never truly aligned with who we are deep down? Everything begins and ends in the subconscious mind. It's not about your situation, your parents, your intelligence, your money, how much money you have, or even the support around you. It's not about your past, your achievements, or what you think you're capable of. It's about something deeper, the beliefs and patterns quietly running the show behind the scenes. The way we see ourselves, the way we think, and what we believe is possible for us. Bob Proctor called this our paradigm. I call it the subconscious mind, the inner vault where our emotional and mental blueprint programming is stored. From the moment we were in the womb, this blueprint programming has been quietly shaping our lives. Before we were even aware, we were soaking up information about ourselves, the world, and what we were allowed to achieve. And that blueprint shaped everything: how we see ourselves, how we handle success, how we deal with love, money, health, and even how we feel about our own self-worth. So, if our subconscious holds beliefs like, I'm not enough, I'm unwanted, I don't deserve it, I always mess things up, I'm a victim, success is for other people, not for me. No matter how capable, smart, motivated, or ambitious we are, we will keep running into the same invisible wall. But here's the good news. We can rewrite that blueprint, that programming. And I believe the best way to do that is through hypnosis and also energy work or other tools that work with the subconscious mind. I see this every day with the amazing people I work with. Those brave, powerful souls who are willing to go to the root cause of all their pain, past wounds, and limiting beliefs. They let go of years of, sometimes lifetimes, generations ago, of mental and emotional baggage. They release old family patterns and completely shift their inner story. And when that shift happens, it's life-changing, magical. Once we rewrite this inner blueprint, we stop sabotaging our relationships, our progress. We start taking actions that actually feels right. We begin to trust ourselves and live as who we really are. We stop feeling broken or stuck, and instead we feel whole. We feel connected to something greater, our true higher self. No more harsh judgment and criticism, just the freedom to live in the moment without all the mental and emotional baggage we carried before. And the best part, that change sticks, because we are not just patching surface habits, we are changing, rewiring the foundation of our inner programming, our inner blueprints. Segment 2, the subconscious mind. Bob Proctor often said the subconscious mind is the emotional mind, and he was absolutely right. If you're not familiar with Bob Proctor, I highly encourage you to explore his work. He was a dear man who devoted his life to teaching people about the incredible power of the mind. His teachings on paradigms and subconscious programming have deeply influenced my own journey and so many others. Here is the most important part. Unless your goal is something your subconscious mind truly believes you deserve through repetition and deep emotional connection, your old beliefs will quietly take over no matter how hard you try to push forward. Why? Because your subconscious mind holds information that says you're unworthy or undeserving of your goals. So if you have ever felt stuck, constantly starting and stopping, procrastinating or losing momentum, there is nothing wrong with you. It's not about being lazy or not smart enough or other reasons. It's because there is an inner conflict happening beneath the surface, an internal battle between what you consciously want, desire, and what your subconscious believes to be true for you. Your subconscious mind, which stores memories like a bank, is working to keep you safe, even if that means keeping you exactly where you are. So here's what I want you to do. Pay attention. Observe what's happening without judgment. This is just an awareness. This is not about beating yourself up. There is no right or wrong. It's simply a powerful opportunity to observe, to see something new about yourself. A gentle invitation to understand yourself with more kindness, compassion. You're not behind, you're not broken, you're just ready to hear these messages now. Now, let's talk about what it takes to truly align with your goals and desires, how to create the space where your goals can happen. Because when you become congruent, aligned, when your subconscious beliefs, emotional truth, and conscious desires are all on the same page, that's when the magic happens. No more pushing against yourself, no more sabotaging progress. When you get congruent, you stop fighting yourself. But here's the thing. We often go against ourselves without even realizing we do that. It's all through self-judgment and negative self-talk. Like, I'm never going to figure this out, I'm not good enough, I'm a failure, comparing ourselves to others until we lose motivations, or even getting lost in addictions like overeating, social media binges, or anything that keeps us from moving forward. These are just a few examples of how we unknowingly sabotage ourselves. I've done it too. For years, I used overeating as a way to check out. I would sit in front of the TV, avoiding socializing and putting off the very actions I knew I needed to take to move forward. Why? Probably because deep down, I felt that I don't belong, I am different, I believed I was not good enough, I believed that I'm unwanted and that I didn't matter. But when we begin releasing the mental and emotional baggage, the old limiting programs stored in our subconscious mind, everything starts to shift. We feel it in our body and our energy. We begin to move forward with clarity, trust, and confidence, no longer second guessing ourselves or our efforts, no matter what's happening around us. That's the shift I'm talking about. That's where true transformation begins. You know the feeling, right? When you stop shrinking back and start running forward towards your goals. It's powerful, it's real, and once it clicks, it creates unstoppable momentum. Segment 3, tools to become congruent with your goals. Before we dive into the steps, I want to share that it's one thing to write down your goals or talk about them, but it's something else entirely to feel them with your energy in your body, to take action from a place of deep knowing alignment. For years, I already talked about it. I myself set goals with the best intentions. I followed and I wanted to be like everyone, but something always felt off. Like I was chasing something just out of reach. I couldn't achieve my goals. No matter how hard I tried, and believe me, I tried, I was very consistent. It felt like I was pushing instead of feeling it with ease and flowing. Can you relate? What finally shifted things was learning to listen and rewire my subconscious mind instead of going against it. Here's what most people don't realize. Our subconscious mind drives 95% of our actions, habits, and decisions. It holds the blueprint for what we believe is possible, safe, and meant for us. So even if your conscious mind says yes to a goal, if your subconscious mind says no way, you will keep feeling stuck, like something's blocking you, even when you are giving 100%, when you're giving it your all, working hard on it. That's why congruency, alignment, aligning your beliefs with your outer belief goals, it's really helpful and even essential. One of the most powerful tools I've used to do that is, beside clearing my mental and emotional baggage, it's Bob Proctor's 5-step goal process. It guided me to go from thinking about my dreams to living them, from effort, hard work, and burnout to doing that effortlessly. And this is not just about being more productive, working harder. It's about becoming congruent, whole. It's about removing the gap between the conscious mind to the unconscious mind, to what I think, to what I believe I can have. So let's explore how to align your goals with your subconscious mind, so you're not just setting goals, you are becoming the version of you who naturally lives them. Segment 3, Step 1, the inner yes check. Here is the first thing I invite you to do. Before setting any goal, ask yourself, what is my intention behind this goal? Am I trying to prove something? Am I doing it because someone else wanted it from me? Am I competing with others? I did all of that. Or is this a goal that feels right? Something I've always wanted to do? Ask yourself, is this goal coming from my heart? Is it truly my truth? Or am I chasing it to prove my worth from a place of fear? I know it might sound a little woo, but trust me, this step is everything. You can close your eyes, place one hand on your heart and the other on your belly where your solar plexus is. Now imagine having already achieved this goal. Feel it. Does it bring peace, joy, expansion? Does it feel good and grounded? Or does it feel tight, pressured, or heavy? Your body never lies. If you don't get a clear, grounded yes, it's time to pause. Stop and think again. Maybe the goal needs tweaking, or maybe it's not even yours to carry. Because here's the truth. When a goal comes from your heart, your alignment, and not from trying to prove something externally or from the fear of missing out, It carries its own momentum. You don't need to chase it. You will be guided toward it. So take this moment to tune in. Say yes to what's truly yours. Otherwise, no. Segment 3, Step 2, Clearing the mental and emotional baggage in your subconscious mind. Okay, now we need to get real. We already touched on this before, but let's go deeper. What's buried in your subconscious mind, that might be the thing that's holding you back without you even realizing it. This kind of awareness is everything. It will help you to understand what's really going on beneath the surface, because no one knows you better than you. You can take a moment to sit with this awareness. What are the thoughts, beliefs, or emotions you consistently carry about yourself? Not the persona you present to others, but what's the voice you hear when you are alone? Just observe. You don't need to judge. I know this can feel really uncomfortable, but it's so valuable and necessary. Now, ask yourself, what's the worst thing that could happen if I actually achieve this goal? You might be surprised by what comes up. This question can uncover hidden fears or limiting beliefs that have been running in the background, sometimes for years, even decades. And don't get stuck in the story. Just notice it as observer, witness it, be honest with yourself. This practice has been powerful for me, even years into this work, when I feel something is still running in the background and holding me back. I return to this because the truth is we create mental and emotional baggage as long as we are alive. But we also have the power to clear it and release it. And this is priceless. If you feel like you need help with this step, you're not alone. You're welcome to book a free complimentary call with me, and I will be more than happy to guide you. Because most of the time, the baggage we are carrying is not even ours. I've been there, stuck in the cycle of overdoing and underachieving because I was holding on the old programming that didn't belong to me, sometimes from childhood, sometimes from generations ago, or even lifetimes ago. That's exactly why I created the Baggage Begun method, and I'm so passionate about that, to guide others through this powerful clearing process. Because when you release those energies, old anger, sadness, fear, shame, guilt, resentment, trauma, you open up space, energetic space. And in that space, you get to choose again, to create from clarity, joy, courage, and creativity, to finally move forward with your whole self on board. Segment 3, Step 3, Visualize daily, but go beyond seeing it. Your subconscious doesn't respond to logic. We already talked about it. It responds to images, emotions, and sensations. That's why this step is not just about seeing your goal, it's about allowing yourself to feel it with your whole being the energy of that goal. If your inner dialogue is filled with self-doubt, judgment, or comparison, that's okay. But notice it, have the awareness, because if you're stuck in fear or disbelief, your subconscious will hold on to those pictures instead. That's why first clearing old baggage comes first. So your mind becomes a space where something new can actually take root. And if that feels hard, this is exactly where hypnosis, energy work can make a huge difference. Now, once the noise has softened and you feel like you're ready to visualize, close your eyes. Don't just see your goal, Step into it. Be the energy. Let yourself feel the warmth, the joy, the calm, confidence of it already being true. Breathe it in. What do you smell? What do you hear? What do you see? What do you sense around you in that moment? What does your body feel like when it's happening for you? Ask yourself, what's the frequency of this version of me that already achieved the goal? And what would it feel like to live from that energy right now? This is not about fantasy. It's about grounding yourself in that experience, already feeling like it's here. You're not waiting for your goal to arrive, right? You become the energy of the you who already holds it. And when your nervous system begins to believe that's safe, natural, and real, things shift. Doors open, resistance drops. You don't need to know how or when, you just know, trusting the process. Here I invite you to smile. Then smile even bigger. See it, feel it, smell it, give it colors. Make it bigger and bigger in the universe. What once felt far away starts moving toward you because you're finally aligned to receive it. You're the energy. And make it better. And believe it or not, when you approach it with trust and live in that energy, things unfold a million of times better than you imagined. I've seen it happen again and again. Go and do it. Segment 3, step 4. Take daily small actions and not grand plans. Big goals can feel heavy, overwhelming even. I get it. When you look at a huge mountain ahead, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, stuck, or even paralyzed. But here's a truth I've learned the hard way. It's the tiny steps, those small consistent actions that create unstoppable momentum. I don't believe in pushing myself into stress or burnout. Instead, I focus on what feels possible and even joyful, breaking my goals down into small, manageable pieces that I can actually enjoy doing. Here's a simple but powerful question to ask yourself every day. What's one small action I can take today that feels right? It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's just 10 minutes of focused effort. Maybe it's a single call, a quick journal entry, or simply organizing one tiny part of your plan. Whatever it is, that small action is your way forward without the overwhelmed. And here's the magic. Celebrate that small step. Acknowledge it. Feel gratitude for it. Your subconscious mind doesn't differentiate between small wins and big wins. Every little success sends a powerful signal. I'm moving forward. I'm creating. I'm capable. Gratitude for these small actions is not just a nice habit. It rewires your nervous system. It shifts you from stress and resistance to the energy of flow and confidence. It tells your body and mind, this feels good. Keep doing this. Woo! This daily consistency, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes, it builds layers of trust inside you. It rewires old patterns that say, I cannot or I don't. Instead, it whispers, I am capable. I am growing. I am creating the life I want. I'm moving forward. You feel the energy, different energy. So don't underestimate the power of small, joyful steps. They are the quiet engine behind massive transformation. When you commit to showing up for yourself this way, you will find momentum and breakthroughs arriving almost effortlessly. Remember, it's not about grand plans or perfect things. It's about being present with your energy, with what you can do now, and trusting that every small step is a victory worth celebrating. So go celebrate yourself. Segment 3, Step 5, watch your words. We have already touched on how powerful your subconscious mind is and how it responds to the messages you send with your words. So what are we waiting for? It's time to take control of those messages by starting with our words, just being conscious of what we're saying. Your words are more than just sounds. They're vibration, they're energy. They create your emotions, your energy, and the actions you take every single day. They are the seeds of your reality. The way you talk to yourself shapes everything you feel and do. So here's a powerful practice. Start paying close attention to the language you use. Take out words like I want, I need, I should, and have to. They're words of lack. These words can make you feel stuck, like you don't have enough, pressured, or powerless. Instead, choose words that put you in the driver's seat. They are giving you power, like I choose. Try this. Instead of saying, I need to be, I need to do, I choose to feel. I choose. Feel the difference? It's subtle, but the energy is different. But it rewires your mind and body. Why? Because your language, your words, sends clear messages to your subconscious mind about what you believe you can achieve and what you believe you cannot. When you change your language, your words, you're telling your subconscious mind that you're already in control, you're ready for something new. Your emotions, your energy, and your vibration actions begin to follow, shifting to match this new reality that you're looking for, the new goals. Remember, every word you speak to yourself is a step either toward your growth, toward your goals, or away from it. Choose your words with care, because the language, the words you live by becomes the vibration, the life you live, the energy of that. Here is a recap. True change starts from within. It begins with clearing the mental and emotional baggage that holds you back and tuning into your body's signals, listening to your heart and body. Small, consistent actions move you forward. No need for grand plans or pressure. And the words you choose every day shape your reality, sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind. When you are one with your words, emotions, actions, and energy, your truth, you open the door to a life filled with joy, ease, and glory. Now take a moment and ask yourself, are you ready to stop recreating your past? What if you choose different words and actions to allow real change to happen? These are not just tips, they're rooted in research about how our mind works, especially the part of us that runs the show, the subconscious mind. Follow these steps and you will be amazed when you witness yourself creating with ease a life that feels exciting and true for you. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to Baggage Begun, Healing Hearts and Mind podcast. If something from today's episode resonated with you, I would love to hear from you. Feel free to send me a message or share this with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're ready to dive deeper and finally you would like to release those old stories and patterns, emotions, mental emotional baggage, I will be honored to support you. You can book a free consultation or learn more. Details are in the show notes below. Just remember to let it go and make space for the joy and exciting life that's yours. Until next time, sending you so much love. See you soon.